Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and some big news today. If you haven't heard already, Arwen will officially be released in the game very soon as a marquee character. So I'm guessing there'll be some kind of event coming up where we can unlock her. I don't think it'll be as involved as the legendary event for Elrond. However, if we are getting her before Elrond, then believe me when I say the Elven meta will be very real once her and Elrond are available in the game. Now on to her abilities, and she is a little bit different to what you would see when you come up against her in the challenges and other PvE missions, but she does look like a very good support. So her first ability here, when it's at maximum, she will hit the enemy for 180% damage and grant 1 stack of defensive to the most wounded squad member. Now 180% damage isn't the best damage in the world. I'm not sure what her base damage is going to be, but it's still pretty decent. And anytime that your basic ability can give a boon to one of your teammates, it's always going to be an advantage in the battle. Now for her first special ability, this one is an absolute game changer. At maximum, she'll attack the target for 270% damage and dispel 2 boons. So if you're going up against Rohan, for example, that could be a provoke and a counter attack that you can just wipe straight off that opponent. On top of that, she'll gain 20% turn meter just for using the ability, and then an additional 20% turn meter per boon that she has on herself. Now by my calculations, if she has 4 boons on her at the time of using that attack, she is going to get to go again. Now the stamina on this is only 3, so if you get to have 2 turns in a row, then that's going to be only 1 more cooldown before you can use this ability again. So with the elves, they do have a lot of boons that they can put on their teammates, so she could be getting a lot of turns, doing a lot of damage and dispelling the boons from the enemy. Now moving on to her third ability, this has a stamina of 4 once you've maxed it out. She cleanses 1 bane from all squad members, grants 1 stack of regeneration for 1 turn to all squad members, and 1 additional stack to squad members below 50% health. Now in addition to that, she also grants immunity to 1 turn to the most wounded Rivendell squad member. Now that means that the next bane that the enemy tries to put on that character will automatically fail. So if you like to put blind or disadvantage or something like that on your opponents, if she is in the team, she's going to make that very difficult to stick, and if you do already have it on there, she can quite easily dispel them. Now given the way that things are in Arena at the moment, once she drops into the game, you are going to want her in your team no matter what, because she will be a very good character. The only question at the moment is I don't know what her health is likely to be. You probably have to provide a lot of protection to her, but that's where her passive ability comes in, just to help those characters out a little bit more. At maximum, when a squad member drops below 50% health, grant them 1 stack of nimble. That means they get to dodge the next attack. If they are a light side character, 50% chance to cleanse 1 bane from them. Now it says this can only happen once per squad member, so that could be through the entire battle. So if that does trigger for that particular character, it won't trigger again for them. On top of all of that, she will also passively have an extra 10% damage. So as far as support characters go, she looks to be really good, and on top of that, she could be a decent damage dealer as well. But we'll have to wait until we can get our hands on her and try her out in a few different modes so that we can see exactly how she operates, and if there's a chance you can use her in a squad outside of the elves. Now one thing to note is this particular move right here, the tag team move that she had with Strider in the PvE events, is not part of her kit. So if you had dreams of uniting Arwen and Strider together to demolish your opposition, unfortunately it doesn't look like that is going to happen. Likewise, I don't know if Elrond's kit will be exactly the same because they do seem to be changing some of them from the PvE events, but I do think he will work fairly similar to the way that he operates in these missions. All that I do know is that both Elrond and Arwen are going to be extremely important moving forward, so if you have the opportunity to unlock these characters, make sure you do it. As we get more information on these events and the exact requirements of what will be needed to unlock these characters, I'll be sure to bring you that information along with the best free-to-play methods to get these teams up and running. But that's it for this one, guys. Don't forget, like and sub, you know the deal. We got plenty more coming your way. Don't miss out, and we'll catch you in the next one.